Hello everyone, today I wanted to make a video about a new spell I have made. So this spell is the same as a spell book, but if you don't have the materials. So let me explain. I have a trinket which just downloads what is the spell and activates it. So just Time's Reflection and Herm's Gambit. In my other hand is a more interesting spell. So let me just reset it. So as you can see, it contains the number 0 and then a bunch of spells. So let me just demonstrate and then I'll explain. So if I right click, it breaks the block. And don't pay attention, but you can see the spell is number 0. Now if I shift right click, it will switch it to 1. And now a bone meal spell, so I'll just right click here and it works as a bone meal and it says number 1. Then if I shift right click again, it will turn the page into page number 2. The page starts at 0 and now it's a light spell. If I do it again, it will do nothing because I didn't put any spell there. And shift right click again and still nothing. If I do it again, it will return to the first page. How did I create my own spellbook? Well, it looks complicated, but it's not that complicated. So let's look at the spell. The spell, contains all the spells that in the spell book. So it's the break block, this one. Then it's bone meal and place light. And these are 2 empty slots in the spell. I'll explain later how do I add more spells. So the first part, which looks very complex, all it does is it looks if I'm shifting or not. So this is just the number 1. Then it's a prints it, it's a reveal. And then I compare myself to the height 1.5. So if I am 1.5, it says true and it activates that spell. This one. All of this. This means if it's true, it means I'm shifting. So, and what does this part do? It just takes the spell, downloads it, takes the index number 1, which is this spot, and takes a number, adds 1 and modulo 5, because that's the number of spells. So if I shift right click, it will turn this number into the number 1, then 2, then 3, then 4, and then because I only have 5 pages, then I'll turn it into 0 again. So let me demonstrate. Here I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 0. The numbers here are behind, so don't pay attention to them. So if I right click, you'll see it is 0. After I change the number, that is the first part. If I'm not crouching, it means I need to cast the spell. Here you see I have Mind's Reflection and then just removes it. That's because you can't activate the spell. Let me just show. I can't activate it. Oh, I can. From what I remember, you can't. Okay? So you can, I think, just don't pay attention to this. From what I remembered, if you download a spell and then cast it, you can't, you need something to happen. Inside it, I have a list of the spells. So this spell, this spell, this spell, and then 2 empty ones. Now that I have a list of spells that I put in manually, I didn't just draw it in one go. I put them in the same manner that I did in the how to put everything in a spell video. Then I switch because I still have this number first. I didn't touch it. And I take it and selection distillation. This is if I have this pattern, for example, or just any list, this is just a list of patterns, and I say the number 1, so 0, 1, and I do the spell, it will give me that spell. So this is 1. See, 1. So this part just takes the numbers and takes the corresponding spell. So if I have the number 0, it will take the 0 spell, the spell with the index 0. So this one. If I look here, this contains 0, and the first spell is this one, where my cursor is. It just breaks the block in front of me, and it works. 0. Still, this spell does nothing, because I didn't activate anything. So, and in the end, I activate the spell. Then, right now, all I have is the number 1 and the boolean, if it's true or false, if I'm crouching, and then 2 long hexes. Then I say, if it's true, so if I'm crouching, keep only this part, which is the increase the number by 1, and execute it. But if it's false, keep this part, all of this, and execute it. So that's how it works. If I'm crouching, it adds 1. If I'm not crouching, it executes the corresponding spell. And if I wanted to, let's say, add another spell, all I have to do is so what I do is I find an empty slot by using this spell. You see I have an empty slot at the index 28. Then I draw my spell. Let's say I want a spell of conjure block. Okay, I have the spell. Then I replace the empty slot with that one, and then upload back, and you see now I only have. Well, I'm stupid. Took me a long time to figure out what's happened. But it took one of them, you see I have 2, and this one, it replaced with my spell. So, if I go to page number 3, it will do conjure block. And if I go to page number 1, it breaks block, as usual. And the only problem here is that I have limited 5 pages. But if I wanted to increase that amount, all I need to do is add more empty slots, and increase the number 5 here to the number of spells that I have. And that will, let's say I could have made it 10 spells, all I need to do is add 5 more of these and make this the number 10. And that would have made it a larger book. Well, that is it for this video. Thanks for watching, and goodbye.